people who are listening to our conversation now, Tom, they love Jesus, they've received Christ, they're following Jesus, but they've not been baptized.
Then I would say they need to belong to a Christian fellowship in which they will be baptized. And different fellowships have different rules about how you prepare for that and how you check that this is real.
But we agree, Tom, that baptism is biblical and essential.
Of course. Normally essential. And that word normally is to cover the cases like the dying brigand on the cross beside Jesus. That normally this is the way. If somebody is involved in a horrible car accident and is dying in a ditch, and somebody comes along and says, believe in Jesus, and the person says, I believe, and dies, then they can't be baptized. Although there's that case in 1 Corinthians 15 where Paul talks about people being baptized on behalf of the dead, people who had believed but hadn't had a chance to be baptized yet. We're not quite sure what was going on there, but that was a way of saying baptism really does matter.
Yeah.
So yes, if somebody has believed, is enjoying getting to know Jesus and following him, then yes, baptism is part of the normal kit. And I want to say, and I've not really had much experience of this myself, but people who've worked in deliverance ministry, in the ministry in and for and with people who have had real serious spiritual warfare in their heart for whatever reason, they have come back from that and said that when people have been baptized, whether or not it meant anything to them at the time, they are less likely to be attacked in that satanic way than people who haven't been. There is something about claiming the death and resurrection of Jesus, whether it's over a tiny baby or a 5-year-old or a teenager or an adult, which says Jesus is now part of your life, whether or not you realize what's going on. Please God, hopefully you will realize, but that gives you a new identity. So baptism is part of the Christian's identity badge. It's very clear.
It is very clear.